Hi guys, I would like to welcome you to the first installment of Lou Taught You. Let me give you a little brief introduction about what Lou Taught You is about. So it's basically tips and tricks and little hacks for everyday things, everyday parts of life, whether it's home, whether it's with your kids, anything. I'm here, I got you. I'm one of those people who, one of my mottos is, don't work harder, work smarter. So while we're not trying to reinvent the wheel, we're just trying to make that thing roll a little easier for us. So in doing that, I would like to start. So everyone has like a tip or trick or shortcut in doing something. So hopefully I'm just reminding you or giving you a refresher or possibly putting you onto something new. But this is what we're gonna do, and I hope you join me, and let's have some fun with it, all right? All right, cool. So now I'm going to get into what the first Lou Taught You installment is all about. All right, so if you guys remember in the first episode in Catching Up, I was telling you guys how, I just became Bobisha the Builder, and I've been doing a little home reno. And so, I feel a lot of times when, or if you don't have the money or don't want to spend the money, you got to have time. Time or the money, you got to make one of them work. So I had some time this summer, and I decided to redo my whole living room. And I thankfully was able to, listen, YouTube University, Instagram University, all that stuff helped me figure out what am I gonna do, give me some good ideas, what's really feasible. And I was working with a grandma's living room that the only thing missing was the plastic on the couches, okay? So I was just like, no, we can't do this anymore. Especially in quarantine and COVID, I'm like, if I'm going to be here, I want to enjoy it. So I decided to just get rid of everything and start new and start fresh. And first, as you can see, I start with changing these mint green walls to something a little more neutral, a little more color. I know everyone's doing the gray lately, and I was like, I don't know, because I already had orange curtains, and I was like, all right, I'm leaving. Mom keep these, so let's do something different. So I decided to go with an oatmeal color and incorporate that with orange and little touches here and there. And I'm one of those people who, while it might feel like procrastination, I just have to be inspired and let things speak to me. Thankfully, with sales going on, whether it was July 4th sales or Labor Day sales, I was able to scour the internet and find some deals. Next up, I was like, this wall can't just be regular. It can't be regular. I'm not regular. We're not doing regular. And I was like, do I want a different color? I was like, no, it's too much. And then as I was on Instagram, I followed another Black-owned businesswoman. I'll link everything. And she was a DIY, and I was like, whoa, she did a wall. Why can't I do a wall? And so took my ass to Home Depot and got the sizes that I want, and like they say, measure twice, cut once. They cut all the wood there for me, so I didn't have to pay extra. I didn't have to buy any extra tools. The only thing that I got was a nail gun, and a lot of tools you can rent at these hardware stores, unless you want to buy it yourself. And I got some measuring, and first I did the tape, because I feel like you need to visualize it. So the tape is a quick way to look at a space and be like, okay, this is the idea that I have going on. This is what it's going to look like. And so I did that. And make sure you guys keep in mind the outlets, because I definitely forgot one of them where I was putting it, and I had to have that piece cut again, and it was an inconvenience. It wasn't the end of the world, and thankfully the couch would be blocking it. But we like things nice and uniform, cute and together. So I was able to make that come together. And then I continued on and I finally found my shelf, and it took forever, but I did find a credenza that I absolutely loved. I think that it's important that if a piece speaks to you, and even if it's a little expensive, it's forever. Like, this is not just seasonal pair of shoes. This is my home, and I want it to speak to me, and I want it to speak to others in a way that represents me well. And if it's a piece that you're like, no, this is the one, and you keep going back to it, and it's like, all right, maybe it's a sale, maybe they give me a coupon, do it. Do it, do it, do it. So I would definitely say to go through the list, you definitely want to have a vision. You want to take your time. Take your time in curating it and seeing what fits and seeing what works, and maybe even Googling like these certain colors together, and always keep a receipt. Everything is pretty much returnable. And that's the beauty of it. So if it's like, oh, this is not working, keep the tag on for a minute. Let it marinate. See what works for you. Definitely, grab a friend. Listen, make yourself a drink, have the music going, it'll get time passing, and it can also be a fun family activity if you so feel. But it's something that I found to be therapeutic, especially because I was able to put my own touch on my space and how I wanted it. And, I'm really proud of it. And I think I'm just going to tackle more spaces now. For sure, go online and check out some tutorials, see what works for you. There's a lot of things that you can do on your own and you don't give yourself credit for. So if you do it in small increments, it won't feel like such a humongous task. Might not look so pretty in the interim, but the beauty will be there, and you'll be definitely proud of the things that you can do with your own two hands. So who taught you? You can do anything you put your mind to. Just take your time and make it work. All right? So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If there's anything that you want to let me know, any suggestions, what you would have done different, how do you like my space? I feel like real Erica Badu. I'm real sensitive about much. So be nice. But I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoy, and I will see you on the next installment of